All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. We made it to the weekend. So, I'm just going to talk a little bit about everything going on in true crime right now. Bunch of stuff going on, bunch of stuff. I'm gonna get into it. But before I do, I just want to take a moment and ask everybody. I mean, the investigation is still ongoing into the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, and with everything going on the internet, social media, all that stuff, I just want to say, keep. I don't know what they're going through. Not in their shoes. So what none of us know what these people are going through, but pray for Seth and his family. That's all I ask. Just pray for them. Me myself, I can't say that I've ever been in their shoes. Don't want to be in their shoes. Hope I'm never in the shoes of someone who has someone in their family go missing. So I'm hope I'm never put in that position. But again, just want to say, thoughts and prayers go out to Seth and his family, and nothing wrong with praying for somebody. All right, so that since that's out of the way, a lot of stuff I want to get into here, people. So the first thing is I see this headline: FBI releases a 475 pages of O.J. Simpson documents 2 months after his death. Why would they release it after the man dies? Right. They could have easily released it once he got out of prison, jail, whatever it was, or I don't even think. No, he got acquitted, didn't he? He got acquitted. They could have released it anytime. Why they wait till after he dies to release it? I didn't even know the FBI was involved in that. Yeah, I was a youngin' back then. Let's read a little bit over here. It says, days ahead of the 30th anniversary of the murders of his ex-wife and her friend, the FBI has made public 475 pages of documents pertaining to O.J. Simpson. Let me see what they are. The documents focus on forensic evidence in the case, like fiber samples, blood found at the crime scene, as well as hair samples from Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. A large portion of the documents focus on how authorities tried to tie Simpson to the crime by connecting him to a purchase of a size 12 Bruno Mugler style shoes, which an FBI expert testified were left behind at the crime scene. Wow. Huh. See, I was a youngin' back then. I wasn't really into true crime or criminal stuff back then. So I remember it being in the headlines, and is it Kato Caitlin? I remember him being, in the spotlight and stuff like that. But not, and of course the glove. We all know about the glove. I didn't know about these shoes. So there's a picture of the shoes. And you guys can see this. You just go in there and I guess Google O.J. Simpson FBI files, or FBI documents on O.J. Simpson. Wow, crazy. So there's shoes. And basically, that's all it says. It's talking about the shoes. Let's see. I know that Bruno Magli makes shoes that look like the shoes they had in court that's involved with this case. I would never worn those ugly ass shoes, Simpson, who was found not guilty in the murders in criminal court, says in deposition. Okay, so Simpson says, when asked about those shoes, he said, I wouldn't wear those ugly ass shoes. Huh. Interesting. So anyway, I don't know why the FBI would release something like this 2 months after he died, when after he was acquitted they could have released all this. You know what I mean? Weird guys, weird. Another thing here, authorities say email account links suspect to Madeleine McCann's disappearance and presumed murder. Let's check it out. It says German authorities say they've discovered an email account that is related to the killing of 3-year-old British girl Madeleine McCann. Wow. All I'm thinking, guys, is why now? Why now? Why now? Titus Tampa, a detective with Germany's Federal Crime Police, told the court that the Hotmail account belonged to Christian Bruckner, per the Times of London. Stampa said he wasn't allowed to talk about the account, according to the Times. Bruckner, who is considered to be the prime suspect in Madeleine's presumed murder and disappearance, is on trial in an unrelated rape and child SA case. He has denied having anything to do with Madeleine's disappearance. Okay, so wow, they have somehow connected a Hotmail account to Christian. I don't know how you say his last name. Bruckner, Brueckner. But anyway, somehow they've linked a Hotmail account to him, and there must be something there. Wonder what he said in some of these emails, I guess. You know what I mean, guys? So, that's in the news right now. So, and again, it says authorities say email account links suspect to Madeleine McCann's disappearance and presumed murder. So that's very interesting. But again, how did all this come about now? You know what I mean? Wow. A little behind on that, ain't everybody? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it was just a hidden thing, and it's been since 2007, right? 17, 20, golly. This long, and they're just now linking an email account to her presumed murder. It's kind of like the FBI. Why coming out now, 2 months after OJ dies, they're releasing I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's just it boggles my mind. I don't know. With all the maybe they didn't have the information and technology back then to discover this email. I don't know. But who knows how they found it, but hopefully it helps bring justice to little Madeleine. That's all I can say about that. Let's see here. Illinois mom is killed by ex-husband in murder-suicide, leaving their 3 children without parents. Okay, so I was going to make a video, guys. I was going to make a video and talk about this. I'll go ahead and talk about it, I guess. But what makes people kill? I mean, really, what makes people kill? I've been thinking about that ever since Chris Watts done what he done. I was kind of thinking about it back when Letitia Stout done what she done. But when Chris Watts done what he done, it really just, you know, it sent my mind wandering to the moon. I mean, what makes people, I mean, first of all, I mean, I can understand, like, you know, if I'm in a situation to where, you know, like you're in a convenience store checking out, and, you know, like the guy in front of you pulls out a weapon on the clerk, or, and you know, or you know, let's say you're faced with a life or death situation. You're in a situation like that, and you have to defend yourself. I can understand taking a life in that manner, right? But your wife, Chris Watts done, you know, took his wife out. Chris Watts took his wife out, took his kids out, took his family out. And this guy kills his ex-wife. What do you think about their kids? What makes people, so with this question, what makes people want to kill? I'm going to look into it. Let's read it here. Let's see if it makes sense. I mean, did she maybe come at him with a gun or something like that? I don't know, who knows? So let's read it here. Amy Moore, a second grade teacher at Grove Elementary School in Illinois, was killed by her ex-husband, Matthew Moore, on May 29th. The Illinois second grade teacher and her ex-husband were found dead in an apartment. Murder-suicide took place in her home in Normal. Really? This happens in a town called Normal, Illinois. Far from normal. Oh wow. I was gonna say that's funny, but it's not. This situation's not funny, but this happens in a town called Normal. On May 29th. According to police, evidence shows that Matthew Moore illegally entered the home, and early morning Moore confronted the victim, shot her multiple times before he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And following the incident, it left the former couple's 3 sons without parents. Yeah, because he's in prison and she's gone. No, they're both gone. Yeah, that's right. What am I thinking? It's a murder-suicide. So, I mean, I want to know why he done it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. WGLT reported that the paperwork for the divorce included, when they got divorced, paperwork included orders of protection that Amy filed against Matthew. So there were many red flags, many phone calls, many trips to lawyers to try and address this, Burns told WGLT. I think for sure the entire system let her down. This is something that the number of incidents. Okay, so I mean, here's my take on. I mean, not everybody is going to abide by an order of protection. Okay, if you feel like you need an order of protection, It's not like when you do get it, um, you're going to have 24/7 security around you. I mean, it's an order in place, and all you can do is hope the individual that it's placed against abides by it. But if that individual is, psychotic, whatever, it may come to a point to where you have to defend yourself. And, I listened to a judge say this, and he said it plain as day. I mean, it doesn't get any plainer. I watched a judge issue an order of protection for this woman after getting divorced, and he told her after, assigning the order of protection, after granting it, he looked her right in the face and he said, "Ma'am, and let me let you know that you have every right to defend yourself." And he says, that's a right that has been in power even before these laws. You have a right to defend yourself, and I just want you to know that. And that, she looked right back at him, shook her head like, "I understand." She looked at him like, I would hate to do what I have to do if confronted. But she looked at him. She understood the risks, and I think she understood what her life meant to her. And yes, I do think that she was caring. I do think that she, I think a lot of people, well, let me just say this. If I had to get an order of protection against somebody, and it was granted, if I didn't have one already, my next stop would be to go purchase equipment to protect myself. That would be my next stop after being granted an order of protection. Because like I said, police cannot be your 24/7 security. If you think the individual may not abide by the order of protection, then, like the judge says, you have every right to defend yourself. And I'm sure, hopefully, that young lady, nothing ever happened to her. Hopefully she's never had to defend herself. But I'm sure if she did, and it went back in front of the courts, I'm sure she wouldn't have nothing to worry about. She wouldn't have nothing to worry about. Now, not to say that it wouldn't bother her. She'd probably need therapy. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people, when they do, get these things, they just assume, I guess, maybe the person that it was put on will abide by them. Maybe a majority of them do, but when you're talking about your life, it's a risk. What if the person don't? So you want to minimize that risk. So you want to do everything in your power to stay alive, basically. So, and not all people's the same. Not all people want to go out and do the self-protection, get the equipment for self-protection, and do all that. Maybe they just don't believe in that, and that's fine. But, again, if something ever comes up and that person doesn't abide by that order of protection, then, that's just, that's their decision. So, wow. Won't be the, and I don't know why he done this, but in my opinion, since they divorced and it seems like he was violent, sounds to me like she or he, if he couldn't have her, nobody's gonna have her. That's just what it sounds like to me. And again, I don't know why or how. Just move on. Move on. You know what I mean? When things don't work out, I mean, jobs, relationships, whatever it is in life. If it doesn't work out, move on. There's other things, like it. I mean, if some people get all tore up because they've been at a job for 20 years and they let them go. Something happens. The business may even, the company may even go out of business, and they just, just. I mean, this world and this life is so full of opportunities to do whatever you want. Whatever you want. Like, 20 years ago, who would have thought that I'd been doing YouTube, right? 20 years ago, who would have thought that I would have done software support for a real estate company, right? 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I was working in a warehouse for Cardinal Health. I was working in a warehouse for Cardinal Health. I mean, who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows? But, if something doesn't work out, whether it be, relationship-wise, job-wise, whatever it is, there's, I don't know. Maybe people just have a mental breakdown and go into a state of psychosis. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what makes people. I don't know. I mean, I know. I mean, Chris Watts took his family out for another woman. And let me say that again. Chris Watts took his family out for another woman. Not that his family was a threat to his life. He took his family out because of another woman. He had the opportunity to tell his wife, hey, is this just, you're not, I don't know. I don't know what went on in their relationship, but it didn't have to end the way it did. I can tell you that. It didn't have to end the way it did. And, man, it just, wow. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Between that and, was it the Orrin and Orson West? What is it? Foster parents done those kids in. Said they went looking for them. Said they went searching for them, right? They drove around searching for them or walked around searching for them. And there's a lot of other missing kids cases. We've got the Summer Wells case where, the mom said or the ex-mom said that she drove around looking for her. Same thing was said in the Orrin and Orson West case. And here now you have Sebastian Rogers. And Katie Proudfoot said that she drove around looking for Sebastian. Well, again, the foster parents of Orrin and Orson West said they done the same thing. And look where that ended up. So, what makes people take other people out? I mean, what really? I mean, like I said, I mean, if my life is in danger, immediate danger, like someone trying to rob me with a deadly weapon or something like that, yeah, I could take a life. But And then, what was it? I heard just this random person out of nowhere. Just a random person out of nowhere attacks a mom, and like I think maybe a 2-year-old or her toddler, and unfortunately the child died. Just a random act of violence. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I have no idea. And here I am looking at this. Right here. I'm staring right at this article. What to know about the Gilgo Beach serial killer case with Rex Heuermann, now facing 6 murder charges. 6 people. Oh, let's not forget. I totally forgot, guys. Let's not forget. Those 2 girls. What were their names? My brain's gone thinking about all this, guys. I'm trying to wrap my brain around all this violence and stuff that people do. I don't know what makes people kill. I like to know, but I'm sure there's different reasons. You know, some probably do it for pleasure. Some probably do it for anger. Who knows? Who knows? Libby and Gabby. I think that was her name. If you said it, I'd remember it. I can't remember the town it happened in. That dude. And remember, he said, I guess he worked in CVS or something. Like, he even processed pictures for the family. What made him do that to those little girls? Maybe we'll find out when everything's said and done. Maybe we'll find out. But anyway, guys, that's what I got for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little longer. Someone, I had few people tell me that they want me to do a little bit longer video. So hope you enjoyed it. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Drop some comments and let me know what you think about some of the stuff I went over. What's your thoughts on all of it? It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. So anyway, hope you like the format. Hope you like me, just talking a little bit about everything. And if you want me to do more of these, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next video.